La historia de vida de Arthur Rubinstein. Fue un pianista polaco-estadounidense de origen judío, célebre por sus interpretaciones de Chopin y de muchos otros compositores. Fue nombrado por The New York Times y mejores especialistas como uno de los grandes pianistas del siglo XX. Todos nosotros vimos el lado brillante y exitoso de este hombre, pero como decía Nietzsche, no hay hermosas superficies sin terribles profundidades. Y este fue uno de los acontecimientos que más le marcó la vida cuando solo tenía 20 años. Sin más, dentro video.
Often said that you are the happiest man you know. I think people would be very interested to know what are the springs of that happiness.
My happiness came, a feeling of that happiness, feeling, the conscience of that, came right after, attempt to take my life. I wanted to commit suicide at the ripe age of 20 because I arrived at a sort of 0 hour, if I may call it like that. There was nothing for me. I was stuck in Berlin on my way to Paris. I couldn't get there because I had no money. I promised to come back with some money and then give concert again. I couldn't afford it anymore. I was in a hotel in Berlin which after a few weeks I couldn't pay anymore for my room. The woman I loved very much was married and promised to divorce and marry me, didn't, and broke up with me. I didn't dare to speak about it to my parents, and so I was completely cut off from them. Nobody knew where I was. Well, I tried to commit suicide, and I still live. It didn't go. Some things I tried to hang myself with broke, and I fell on the floor, and then I was unhappy. Then I played the piano. Then I was very hungry, and when I walked into the street, I was born again in a way, I was giving up my life and then I came back to it. Well, this coming back was a very strange one because I suddenly realized quite clearly what a fool I was before. That life is not at all depending on things like not paying a hotel or like a woman who might leave you or like the career being stopped. Life is what it gives you. It's in front of you.
Luego le hicieron la pregunta de si creía en Dios, y esta fue su respuesta.
Do you believe in God?
Of course I believe, but my God is not a gentleman with a beard. It is a power. It is an incredibly extraordinary power. I was preoccupied all my life, and I still am, with the one question which matters. One single question matters. What are we here for? Who made it? Who started it? Nobody has ever had a glimpse and the slightest idea why it started. It started with laws of religion. They right away were dominating us. They were governing us. They were telling us this is right, this is wrong. You must believe in this. You must believe in God. I'm glad to believe, but there must be a sign too. There must be something to show us why and what. Well, you cannot say that an earthquake which kills thousands of people, children, wives and so on, is a thing which God made for the good of humanity. Somebody asked me the other day, do you believe in a life after your death? It was a very plausible question. I said, I do not think, I don't believe in it. But if there is a life after our death, of course, I will be delighted. It would be a wonderful thing. But if I believe there is a life and found that there is nothing, and I'm simply a crushed animal because I had it, my life is over altogether, well, I would be very disappointed if I could express it then. But in any case, I think that my consideration is it's not too wrong. I think there's something in it, don't you think? I remember once on a very rainy day in London, this great singer, Amy Destin, asked me very, well, let's say innocently, how did Chopin play? Well, of course, I didn't hear Chopin play at all and so on. So I can only imagine something. I was just going to tell her, oh, look here, they would ask me such silly questions. But by some instinct, I went to the piano, and played a little piece of Chopin which I never played in concerts, and it was me who played. I played that piece through, and we both were getting a little pain, you know. I wasn't playing it myself, you know. I felt that. I wouldn't have played it like that. Make what you want of it, you know. I give it just to say, a moment of my life. Well, that's it.
Si querés ver el video completo te lo dejo en la descripción. No olvides darle a like, suscribirte, activar la campanita y dejar un comentario. Nos veremos en el siguiente video. Chau chau.